Let's have a game. Random. As I mentioned in another video, I think you have a slight advantage adjusting for the fact that your skill level will be lower. Of course, if you play
Not enough minerals.
3 races instead of 1, you have an advantage in that your opponent doesn't know what race you're playing.
Roger.
And it's a particular
Not
advantage
minerals.
if
What's going on?
if they're Terran. But you know, like, you've only got a 1/3 chance that you're playing Terran, and I'm just prepared to take the risk at this stage and adapt if necessary. By just going 1 rax expand. But what I am going to do is send out a scout earlier than I typically do. So I know what I'm up
Not
against.
enough minerals.
Okay, it's not a good start.
Not enough minerals.
So I'm going to
SCV ready.
send out a pretty early scout.
In the rear with the gear. Go ahead.
So I know whether I want to go into reactor first, or I want to build a Reaper, or whatever. And I'm going to try to keep an eye on the mini-map, and if I see something red appear, then I'm going to jump over, because we might get even faster warning in that case.
SCV ready.
I'm getting the sort of Terran vibes. We haven't spotted an Overlord. And usually a probe comes out.
What's going on?
Okay, no, it is Zerg. Okay.
SCV
Is that...
ready.
I'm not sure. Is that a pull? I think that might be...
Yeah.
It's hard to know. Actually, I'm going to go in.
Woo-hoo.
I don't, because I don't normally scout that
Our
early.
SCVs
Okay,
are
it
under
is
attack.
a pull first. So maybe
You scared me.
actually I'm just going to build it here.
Yeah. In the rear with big job, huh?
Command center upgrade complete.
But I'm going to keep the Reaper at home.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
I'll build 1 Marine up here.
What? You want something?
So this is going to require very careful micro. I can't afford to mess this up.
Ready.
I also don't have a
I can't handle. Certainly.
I don't have a wall.
Our
Oh.
SCVs are under attack.
Yes, from above.
It's okay. It's not that big a
What's
deal.
going on? Got something for me to kill. SCV ready. What's it worth? I'm going. Certainly. Oh yeah, baby.
Okay. It's delayed. It's delayed everything a lot. I'm going to go into 3cc.
You're the
And I might even build a bunker,
ready.
because
Add-on complete.
he might have a follow-up into roaches. And my
SCV ready.
Hellions are going to be significantly delayed.
Big job. Got
Yeah, it was I probably should have moved the barracks and
Not enough minerals.
completed a wall. That might have been suboptimal, but it's okay. I think we're okay here.
SCV ready. Gateway coming through.
Command center upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
Not enough energy.
Okay,
Not enough minerals.
I might go into 1 Widow Mine actually.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Okay, so we've got
We hear you.
we've got 3cc, which is nice. So
SCV ready. Ready to raid. SCV ready.
oops, this is a mistake.
Big job, huh?
Now I'm gonna send this guy out to try and get some information on what we're up against. I think he
Command
might
center
have
upgrade.
just gone into 3cc.
Ready to raise some
Sorry, into 3 base.
SCV ready. Get from above.
I want another Rex. I'm late on that. I'm gonna go through
Add-on
Rex, yeah.
complete.
I'm going.
So look, first thing we need to scout if he's gone 3 base or not. Okay, he has gone 3 base. Now there's not many lings. There's not many drones on that base. So that's either because it's late or it's because oops, or because
SCV ready. SCV ready.
or because he's building a lot of units. So
Get from above.
let's go and try and have a look if it's roaches. And I'm gonna go into engineering bay now. We want to have
Not
engineering
enough
base.
minerals.
Who wants some? Ready to race? SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Research complete.
Got
Okay, so let's have a look at what he's got
Not
here.
enough minerals.
Oh, that I saw a roach. Yeah, it's roaches. Okay, that's good information. Now there's also no spores,
SCV ready.
so that's good to know.
Ready to raise some hell.
Did I get? Oh yeah, I have got these. So I'm gonna go
Go.
send these over, and then we're gonna go into tanks. We're up against roaches.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
In the rear.
So tank, and then we'll go into
Go ahead.
some bio.
SCV ready.
And I might even send out. I'm gonna send these out
Boy.
to here because they're gonna be useless against roaches anyway. Get
better be
one
good.
started.
SCV
Combat
ready.
shield, armory, especially because we've got widow mines.
Talk to me, boss.
So we're gonna go here,
Loud and clear.
SCV ready.
and with a bit of luck, he's been playing greedy and he still hasn't got any spores. No, he has got them now.
Mayday!
Are you ready for
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready?
Okay, he has very few workers.
Additional supply
So-
depots required.
Confirmed.
Additional supply
Oops.
depots required.
Need some? Gangway.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, this is a problem here. I'm also taking. I'm gonna build a
Additional supply
Viking,
depots required.
so I can clear out the overlords. But the problem is, as soon as we
Additional
take that
supply
base,
depots
Ready for dust off.
okay, we might catch him across the map,
SCV
Potentially.
ready.
which will be very good if we can.
Go. Get some.
mineral
It's about to get heavy. Fire. SCV ready.
Okay, this is nice.
Do this. Ready to plunder. Turning up.
Oops.
I'm waiting on you. Are you ready for this?
I got my ears on.
research.
Oops, that was a mistake too early.
Gangway. Coming through.
Okay, oh, there is a spore here, but his queens are probably out of position. Okay, he's still got no workers. Yeah, and he's only got 3 bases, so I think we're winning. Okay, this is
Upgrade
6, so we
complete.
use that to clear out the overlords.
Mineral field
Ah.
depleted.
Big job. SCV ready.
Oh, it's on.
SCV ready.
Okay,
Who wants? Lay it on me. You gonna give me orders? This better be good. Armed and
Base is
Okay.
under attack.
okay, I need more bases.
to me, boy.
It's about to get heavy.
Call the ball. Turbines to
SCV
I should have sent that across. Did he have he's got a lot of spores, so I'm gonna send out a drop.
I'm in deep.
Let's go.
Oh, it's on.
Okay, this is a lot actually. Okay. He's kind of stuck in here though.
time.
Understood.
SCV ready.
And we're still mining off 2 bases, so I think we're okay.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
Waiting on you.
Been waiting on you.
I'm in deep.
SCV
Ah.
ready.
Oh, that hurt.
Better be good.
Kaboom, baby.
You gonna by the numbers, boys.
Okay, this is nice. Oh, okay, we still got one.
Waiting on you.
SCV ready.
It's about to get heavy.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Okay, so we need detection. He did catch us out. We lost that engineering base. That's a problem.
SCV ready.
Reporting for action. Liberation is at hand.
Let's have a blast.
Life flight's here.
SCV ready.
Now he.
Go ahead.
Attention!
Where's my
Add-on
Viking?
Complete.
Okay, so we want to clear out the overlords.
SCV ready.
I'm in a world of hurt. Kaboom, baby.
Bad news.
We need detection. I thought I built a fourth
Add-on
base. I guess I didn't.
complete.
Yes, sir.
Base is under attack.
SCV ready.
Command center upgrade complete.
Can't hold them alone.
Okay, it looks like we're actually losing this.
Go on.
Go, go, go.
Maybe.
By the numbers. You gonna give me orders? We could use some help here. Are you gonna give me orders?
Unless we can do a lot of
We
damage.
could use some help here. SCV ready. This better be good. By the numbers, boys. Been waiting on me. You gonna give me ready orders? To roll out. This better be good. SCV ready.
Mineral field.
By the numbers, boys. You gonna give me orders?
Mineral field depleted. Base
We're
is under
returning
attack.
fire!
Want some? Me. We could use some help
It's
here.
on.
Ah, damn it.
Where's the emergency?
Fueled up, ready to go. What's going
The
on?
CVs are under attack.
Oh, look at my minerals, man. This is just ridiculous.
Unacceptable.
Because he hit all my production.
Bad news.
Reporting for action. Perfect.
Ah! You scared me. Gangway coming through. Going.
I don't know if I'm good or not. I think I'm probably not.
Want some?
Actually, I'll keep one now.
Load up. Go, go, go.
Ready for dust off.
Okay, we're gonna have to go push.
We read.
Oh,
We have you on.
Been waiting on you. Want some? Want a piece of me, boy? Of course.
Yes, sir.
if he fights into this is not very good for him, I don't think.
Armed and ready. Fueled up, ready to go. Go, go, go.
Okay, we have to go. We have to go hit now.
Who wants some?
Ready for dust off.
This better be good. Been waiting on you. You want a piece of me, boy? You gonna
Reporting for action.
Gangway coming through. Been waiting on you. Who wants some? Go ahead. There's something in the way. Armed and ready. Ready to blow. We could use some help here. Better begin. SCV ready. Go, go,
This is a fun game.
Been waiting on you.
Okay, he doesn't have anything here. I need to be careful I don't run out of scans.
In the rear. Go ahead. SCV ready. You gonna... By the numbers, boys.
We have you on screen.
Oh, it's on.
What's up?
What's our target? Give us some.
Armed and... Go, go, go.
Okay, I think this is probably winning. Yeah, nice. 1G. I don't know if that was a... I don't know if that was sour grapes or a mistake. But yeah, it was a clever strategy. But like, it's a thing with this. Look at the supply, 20 to resources lost. It's the thing with this game is it's sometimes hard to tell. Okay, he traded actually pretty well, but it's sometimes hard to tell how you're doing because you pay a big price for aggression, right? You pay an economic price. He was mining off 2 bases for a long time, so you see, even with all the economic damage that he did, I was still mining very significantly more than him. We did damage with the Hellions. We were denying bases, so we'll go back and have a look. But yeah, I mean, look at this. I mean, I wasn't always necessarily deploying all the workers mining, but yeah, very significant difference here, and resource collection. So ultimately, he just because he didn't have any economy behind it, he wasn't able to continue to rebuild. And probably what he did after he lost that fight outside my natural is he probably just went into macroing up. You know, that's often what you'll do if you're behind, and so you really just need to pressure at that point. But let's have a look. So yeah, Roach first. This was random, remember, as well. So yeah, so got the scout on the pull first, early enough, good enough micro. You know, not optimal, of course. I'm not a Grandmaster League player, but I didn't lose the Reaper. I didn't have my expansion cancelled. It was delayed a little bit, but you know that's fine because he's you know, not building drones. He's building links instead. So. Into Roach Warren. And third base. So the bunker was a good decision. Although in the end it didn't really play too much of a role. But the burrow is, yeah, it's an interesting strategy. It's something to watch out for. I missed that. It's not that commonly used, so it can be quite effective. But there was a downside to what he did, and that was he trapped. So okay, like I learned from a prior game I mentioned in another game that I didn't pick up when I scouted the third base. I didn't sort of take mental note of the fact that there's no drones on the third base, and that means, you know, he's using the lava for unit production, or he's been using the money for unit production, or in this case an upgrade. So that's often a good tip off that you're going to be up against aggressive play. So keep that in mind. I think that's actually quite useful. So he sees me coming in here. I get the scout on the roaches, but maybe I didn't take note of the layer. That's something, yeah. I'll do. I'm like, oh, roaches. Okay, roach warren, but I also didn't take enough of a mental note of the layer, which means it could be something
under attack. Metamorphosis complete.
So yeah, he's building spores now. So unfortunately, he got the spores up just before we arrived.
Our drones are under attack.
But yeah, so the Hellions, you know, I guess we managed to dive in through here just after the roaches sort of moved out. It's lucky because if they were still burrowed here, they would have just come up and they would have all died. But let's see how many drones we got. So at this stage, See, this is the thing where I went 3cc, which is already a fairly greedy sort of build that you can get away with against Zerg. But yeah, it's worth remembering that this whole time I've been mining more, and it's 38 workers to 50. So let's see how many worker kills I get. He's on 38 now.
Drones are under attack.
So now it's down to 27. Okay, so and I'm not quite done yet. So yeah, 24, right? So 14 kills, and when you've only got 38 drones, that's a big deal, right? So I've got twice the economy that he does at this stage, so he has some damage. Now I'm not sure what I could have done here. I mean, without knowing that it's burrow or recognizing it's burrow, you know, I don't have any detection here. But there is a downside to what he does here, and that is the downside is that he's basically trapped them. So I'm not sure if I took advantage of that as well as I could have. And he also cleverly got my tanks later. So that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage, but he's still only on 22 workers. And was I doing? Why is he? Oh, he's not building any workers, and he would have built a building. That's how it would have gone down. So, and the thing is, at this stage, I can still mine off this base. So I've lost workers, but I've still got twice the worker count that he does. I've a little bit oversaturated here, and I've still got 2 bases of mining. So that's important. But yeah.
Mineral field depleted.
But yeah, that was a little bit painful. But again, he sort of thwarted himself. Okay. So it's still 22 workers to 47.
Mineral field
But like,
depleted.
I macro badly. It's not entirely my fault, but I because I lost production, so I couldn't build marines. But still, I accumulated far too much money. I wasn't spending it fast enough. I didn't really rebuild fast enough. So this is okay. It's still 22 workers. Still not building workers, right? So if we can spend our money, the thing is, there's no point mining twice as much as your opponent if you're not spending it. So yeah, I cancelled here, but then I forgot to start building my 4th for a little while. But yeah, oh, that was some bad fights. He really should have denied the 3rd faster. Maybe he didn't realize I had a 3rd. But yeah, I've got this harass out, so I cancelled this base. I actually killed that base, which is nice in terms of denying lava. Potential for recovery. So we get actually quite a bit done here with just one set of medevac marines. We actually killed, I think, 4 or 5 queens, and I think we killed a bunch of drones. So now it's actually down to 11 drones now. Okay, so this I'm going to review this because I actually didn't recognize at the time just how significant this counterattack was. To the outcome of the game. So there's 2 queens there. And then
Mineral field depleted. Base is
yeah.
under attack.
So this is I lost that. I should have jumped out and got out. It was annoying. I could have then hit this base, but although he's done some damage here, that was basically game-ending damage because he's down to 11 drones now. So
Our SC
now what actually happened here? I was too busy microing. So I saved the base. I believe.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
I've got some high ground tanks here, so if he chases in to try to get the base, I put a repair on here. The tanks can hit them. So,
Ready to roll out.
yeah, okay, that was nice. So I got the base out, and I got the majority of the workers out. So that was really nice.
Let's have a blast.
And at this stage, I might just go to everybody and have a look. So yeah, now he's down to 40. The army supply is about even, and I've got a very significant worker lead. Even if I am still mining off only 1.5 bases for the moment, I'm still, like as the graph showed, I was still well ahead of the count. So this is really the final stand for him. I didn't realize just how little economy he had behind this. I honestly thought he would have at least 30 drones, 30 or 40 drones. So I thought, particularly because I saw he was taking this base and this base, I thought, you know, he's probably saturated this. but you know, there's no drones here, right? So I was much further ahead than I realized. So really at this stage I just had to siege the tank too far forward, not ideal. But yeah, this was better. The fight didn't start well, but this is nice. Use your wall. This is the thing. Make sure you see. I pushed this tank out too far, but if you're and I haven't even put anything in the bunker, so this is a bit of an overextension. But by attacking into it, I get some tank shots here, some good tank shots, and then I can't blame my opponent because he understands that he's on 14 or 17 workers now. He understands that he has to do damage. But I would say in these kinds of situations, you know, your opponent may not necessarily know how far ahead they are, and it might be a better strategy to simply try to deny mining, but it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna push out and retake the space, but yeah, but here it's just tank fire as well. So he gets some deliberators, but yeah, now it's pretty much game over. He's got no army supply left, so I can just push across the map and we'll watch it just because it's fun to watch. But he's got some Zerglings here, but units, if we look at the units, he's got 24 Zerglings, that's it. I don't even think he has a Baneling Nest. No, he's just got a Hydra Den and a Roach Warren, so... So he's got nothing really to counter this. Just 24 Zerglings still. I thought he would still have a lot of roaches. Yeah, so yeah, that's all of his army there. Just gone. So yeah, good game. Actually, a really fun one. Hopefully, an entertaining one. And yeah, I'll talk to you next time.